All right. Unlike the other ones where I didn't include the multiple choice answers because we can just solve it regardless of whether we're given the answer or not, this one's a good one to use with the multiple choice, simply because it might help you to see the pattern a little bit better if you try some numbers in and see what happens, okay? But we're going to examine this first. We're trying to figure out from what they've given us here, is there some kind of pattern, okay? And if you look at this and you can say, okay, let me see what the pattern might be. Maybe you do times 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. But if we do times 2 again, we don't get 8. And then that's weird because there's 16 up there. It would be like, this doesn't work. So what else could it be? Well, if it's not times, maybe it's plus. And if we just examine this, like we could say, what happens between 2 and 4? That would be a plus 2. Okay. What would happen between 4 and 7? Well, I guess that's a plus 3. Okay, well, this might be an interesting thing. Maybe it's plus 4 here. Plus 4. And if you did 7 plus 4, what do you get? Well, you get 11. Okay. Well, then the next one would have to be plus 5. And 11 plus 5 is 16. Hey, that works great. Plus 5, 16, plus 6. 16 plus 6 is 22. And then the next one would have to be plus 7. And 22 plus 7 is indeed 29. Okay, so the next one would have to be plus 8. And 29 plus 8 is 37. And then we see the three numbers that it has to be. We've got 11, 22, and 37. And you can see that that's D. Okay, now if you didn't see the pattern, but you wanted to plug each number in and try it, you could do that. You could say, okay, if this was 10, and then this is 21, and this is 38. Well, it's not, you can see it's not multiplying by the same thing every time. And so you're likely going to be either getting, it's multiplied by the same thing or, divided by the same thing, or it's added or subtracted by the same amount. There's possibly other things, but probably you won't run into them. So then you can then go through and say, okay, what am I seeing here? Well, I'm not seeing times the same thing every time, but can I do, like this is plus 2, this is plus 3. Well, this is plus 3 again, and now it's plus 6. That doesn't seem to be, that's a weird pattern. Maybe it's not that one, okay? So we try the next one and the next one and see what you get. And you should still run into this one as being the one that when you put those numbers in and you look at what the change is each time, if it's not multiplication, then it's addition, and you see the pattern.